Hello everybody, it's me again. It's your old pal Rob. I'm not that old. Um, Thanks for clicking on this video. I just want to give an update because I haven't made a video in over a year. Wow, time, it just goes by. Huh. Boy, have the years have been unkind to me. No, just kidding. No, they've been great. I wanted to make a video update about how I'm doing with my life because I haven't really been able to make videos, and every so often I find the time to look at the comments, which I love so much. And someone wrote a comment to the effect of, "Yeah, I wouldn't take those drugs. I bet that guy's dead in a ditch somewhere." Wow. Dark. So I'm not dead in a ditch. I'm doing quite well. I mean, if this is a ditch, I'd like to see what you're living in. Anywho, I want to make this video to give you an update about what I'm doing, what's been going on in my life, all the changes and transformations and metamorphoses that have happened to me. So, first things first, my name is Robert. I am on 3 psych medications. I'm on Buspar, anti-anxiolytic. I am on Wellbutrin, an antidepressant, or NDRI, and I'm on sertraline, an SSRI. And this is my story. So, I've been taking 10 milligrams still of Buspar, 150 milligrams of extended release Wellbutrin, and 25 milligrams of sertraline. That's it. That's all I'm taking. And I've been taking those since day 1, baby. The same dosage. I have not increased my dosage. And that's part of my whole philosophy. Call me crazy. Call me a pioneer. This is how I believe that you should do it. I think everyone wants to ramp them up because they're chasing that dragon. Sometimes when you first take the drug, you're like, whoop, and your eyes dilate like, that one drug movie that I can't remember the name of. What is it? It has Jared Leto and Jennifer Connelly. And it's got the camera. It's like, doot, 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 doot. I don't know, write the name of the movie in the comments. And so you take the drug in the beginning and you get this great noticeable effect. And then it kind of weans down. And I think people's next thought is, well, I have to get that effect again because I was feeling so good. But listen, these are not druggy drugs. We're not shooting up on the hash pipe under the bleachers, okay? This is for our mental health. We are trying to find balance. And in my opinion, and not a medical opinion, sort of, is to just keep it a low dose. So I've stayed the course and I find this works for me. Okay, so things that have changed with me, all of the changes and transformations that happened to me. Well, since our last episode, I have since graduated nursing school. Yay! And I moved to a whole new state, in a whole new city. I don't know anyone here, but I'm still having a great time and I'm thriving. Yay! I'm in Portland, Oregon right now. What a big change. Just a city boy from Los Angeles, California. Now I'm a city boy in Portland, Oregon. But it's a little bit less of a city boy because there's more trees. And I see like twice as many squirrels, and I'm really hoping I see a bear, maybe a baby bear. And I'll take it home with me and give it a name. Arthur. So I'm living in Oregon, living in Portland. I'm a nurse working in a hospital as a nurse. I'm having a great time and I'm falling in love with old people every day. And the old ladies, they flirt with me and they'll pinch my tuchus on the way out of the room. No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. I don't even want it to happen. That's awful. That's assault. Anyway, I do love old people. I work with old people every day. They tell the best stories. They have the best sense of humor. And I just try to make them feel okay. And eventually I help them shuffle off with their little 4 or 2-wheel walkers out the front door. And I say, see you later, Gladys. Have a great rest of your life. And that's what my job is. If you're wondering what a nurse is, that's exactly what we do. And they're all named Gladys. Anyway, I'm working as a nurse here. I got this apartment. Wow. Is that an apartment? Apartment or an endless white void? Wow, endless white void. I brought back the endless white void. I have to decorate it. It's actually a really cute apartment, and I might make a video about how super cute this place is. But it's really messy now. So I'm not gonna show you pictures, but I might make a video about being a nurse, moving to Portland, and I don't know, maybe like a whole thing. Anyway, so I'm taking these medications. I'm running on these beautiful trails. Oh, the leaves are changing. Oh, I have seasons now. Oh, there's a chill in the air. Is that snow? Probably not. It's probably not gonna snow. But it might, I don't know. And I'm having a really nice time, and the people here are so sweet. And how does this tie into my medication story? Well, I work in a hospital. It's very stressful, very high stakes, People are screaming, they're in pain, people are balancing, doing a high wire act between life and death, and that's just a Tuesday. So, it can be very stressful. And do I think that the drugs help me play a part in helping me cope on a day-to-day basis? Abso-freaking-lutely. They really do. I don't want to say I'm nothing without the drugs, because I'm sure I could have done it, but boy, have they been a help. They really have been helpful. I also want to give examples of how I think the medication helps me, or how it works in stressful situations. I feel like real-world examples help. So one way that I feel like my medication works for me is, I think in the past, if I did something at work that I felt was a stupid mistake, I would let it kind of haunt me for long periods of time. I would go home like, sulking, dark lines, brooding at home, storm cloud just above my head. And it would just kind of, I think what would be an unhealthy amount of time. I think guilt and shame or whatever, those are normal feelings, but I think it would just kind of really stick with me for a very long time. Whereas now I feel if I make what I feel is a careless mistake, or I should have known better, or I should have done that more faster, or I should be more competent at that by now. It's very hard, being new at any job. So I feel down on myself, but it doesn't follow me around. It doesn't ruin my week where I feel like it would have in the past. Another thing that I think is a real world example is, so as a nurse, we start IVs, intravenous medication. We needle people in their vein to gain access to give them IV medications. And this is something that not a lot of nurses like to do, understandably. It's uncomfortable for the patient, it's uncomfortable for the nurse, and you're just, a harbinger of pain and anxiety for these people, sometimes very early in the morning or at odd hours in the night. So, but it's a skill that you definitely want to get good at, and it's because, you want to do no harm. Basically, you want to, it's your oath, your Hippocratic oath. You want to be able to insert this IV into a person and not hurt them unnecessarily or excessively. So as a new nurse, I took it upon myself to go, I'm going to really try to take every opportunity I can to learn how to do this skill, so I can get very competent and good at it, and I can really put it in my tool belt and say, this is something I do very well. So I really attacked this skill in nursing school, and then also being a new nurse in this hospital. So it says, this patient's a hard stick and we need an IV, and I go, I can do it. So I feel like this, my medication regimen kind of allows me to attack this in a way that I don't think that I'd be able to in the past. And the interesting thing is, I will be in that situation, and I don't know if other people can, if this resonates with anybody, but I know that the situation is tense, and I can kind of see my body react to it. Like, there was a situation where I had to put an IV into a patient, and it was really really critical timing to get this, because they had some antibiotics that they needed right away. And I felt pretty calm about it, and I did it. I got it in first try. But then I looked at my hands and they were shaking, which is interesting because I was pretty calm, but I was looking at my body react. So I think that it's interesting that it gave me a little buffer there, a little buffer zone where I could do the things that I knew were stressful, with some mental quiet. And even though there was very much a part of me that realized that the situation was very tense. So much appreciated, giving me that extra fortitude to do the things that I need to do. Those are two examples that I can give. But I do find that the appropriate things do make me anxious, the appropriate things do make me stressed out, and the appropriate things do make me concerned, because it's okay to have feelings. It's not good to be a zombie. So in that respect, I think the medication has been such a great boon. Is that the right way to use that word? On my life. So I'm feeling pretty good. I don't feel any side effects anymore. I think a lot of my previous videos, I go, oh, I feel this side effect. Oh, I feel this side effect. Side effects are long gone. I can't even remember the last time I felt the side effect from my medication. Is it feel as potent as it once did? That's kind of hard to say. I think in the very beginning, when I first took my Buspar and when I first took my Wellbutrin, the effect was so potent. It was so immediate and it was so noticeable. And I was almost like a new person. I was like almost looking at myself and like, who is this person? Like when I took the Buspar and when it finally kicked in, I was like, wow, I feel noticeably more communicative with people and in situations that I wouldn't ordinarily be. When I first took Wellbutrin, I was like, wow, I have so much energy, too much energy. See my farmer videos about that. When I took sertraline, I really, in the beginning, felt very zonked out and unemotional, emotionally unavailable in a lot of ways, and then sort of had to come out of that. So the initial feelings that I had with these medications are now completely different. So that much is great. I do always want to say that on top of the medication, I eat extremely, extremely clean. I don't eat gluten. I don't eat dairy. I know it's crazy, but once I made that decision, I haven't looked back. And I exercise about 3 to 4 times a week. Since moving here to Oregon, I run on these trails. I've been running like 6-7 miles, maybe twice a week. So, I lead a pretty healthy lifestyle. So I can't say that all of the benefit is the medication. I mean, if you're not eating right and you're not exercising, then I don't know what to tell you, son. I haven't even, I think, come close to the level of anxiety or depression that I once felt throughout my life, and nowhere close to the depression and anxiety I was feeling at that really dark crisis moment that I had when I finally decided to go on this medication. So I just want to say my final word on these medications is that I think they've been very helpful for me. I know it's not for everyone. Everyone has completely different, not completely different, but very different genetics, chemical makeups, hormones. I mean, even from a male to female perspective, it's hard to say how a drug will affect you. But as me, in my life, and my anecdotally speaking, my experience with it has been, on the whole, net positive. Gling. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. I just clapped in my own face. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for your likes and subscribes. Thanks for all your comments, your thoughts, your prayers, your advice, your insights, all of the above. I really appreciate all of it so much. It really warms me to my very core. So thank you again. If you have any questions, please write it down below. And I wish you all the best of health, and good luck in all your endeavors to come. Thanks so much.